First of all, I'll just introduce myself. I'm Councillor Craig Biddle. I'm the Cabinet Member for Social Justice in Rhondda and Taff. Part of my portfolio is IT and support to the voluntary sector. I'm delighted to be joined with Anne Viner of British Telecom and other active partners in the launch today of Get RCT Online campaign and also Get It Together, which is the volunteering initiative. I feel that online services have transformed the way we live, learn, work and play. For many of us, jobs are easier to find, services are more convenient, goods can be less expensive, social networks are deeper, and opinions can be heard more widely. And believe me, as a politician, we know that too well. But it's important to ensure these benefits are available to all. I will shortly hand over to Anne, who will identify the role of British Telecom in regards to the Get It Together initiative. But first, we're also delighted to launch today the Get RCT Online website, which for those of you who don't already know it, is www.getrctonline.org.uk. A partnership campaign across existing online initiatives in Rhondda and Taff, coordinated and delivered under one banner. This website can be seen on the Communities 2.0 exhibition stand here today. Just last week, Rhondda and Taff was the first local authority in Wales to be awarded the top 4-star rating for its website and recognised within the top 20 of 433 local authorities in the United Kingdom. Our online service delivery will remain a key focus for us, and please visit RCT stand for more information. I would also like now to introduce a brief video, just 6 minutes, it's not too long, that identifies the Council's customers' access strategy on the ground. You will see real examples of our online services alongside the traditional telephone calls and visits. And I thank you for taking the time out to come today, and I trust you enjoy the rest of the event and take the opportunity to network with colleagues and share the vast knowledge that we have here in Rhondda and Taff. Thank you very much.
Rhondda and Taff County Borough Council prides itself on delivering excellent customer service to its residents and visitors. There are a number of ways customers can access information, advice and services. You can telephone our dedicated contact Rhondda and Taff County Borough Council prides itself on delivering excellent customer service to its residents and visitors. There are a number of ways customers can access information, advice and services. You can telephone our dedicated contact centre, pop in, or book an appointment at one of our One for All centres, or visit our website 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good afternoon, Grandad. Rhondda and Taff, we speaking. How can I help?
Rhondda and Taff's telephone contact centre deals with over 700,000 calls and customer inquiries every year. The new key number range makes it easier for residents of Rhondda Cynon to access information regarding various council inquiries from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and our team of trained advisors are always ready to help. Services such as council tax, environmental services, out-of-hours emergencies, lifeline and social care make the contact centre a one-stop shop for our customers. We work very closely with Cwmtaf Local Health Board, who form part of our call centre as a key partner service. Our aim is always to deliver a high-quality and efficient customer-focused service, helping you feel reassured that any inquiry you have has been dealt with accurately and professionally.
Incredibly helpful. Really been eager to help me and give me every piece of information you possibly could in order to solve the problem I was having.
Lovely, thanks very much. Take care, bye-bye.
Welcome to the One for All centres. We are the one-stop shop for face-to-face customer inquiries, advice and services in Rhondda Cynon. We have 4 One for All centres situated at Rock Grounds in Aberdare, Bronwith House in Porth, Sardis House in Pontypridd and at Treorchy Library. All are open Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. This is where you can get help and advice with services such as housing benefit, council tax, blue badges, planning permission and much more. You can also access selected partner services such as consumer advice, Inland Revenue, Citizens Advice Bureau, Age Concern and Police. You can make an appointment to see us for complex services, or you can drop in during opening hours. At our centre reception desk you can pick up forms, collect recycling bags or get general information and advice. If you have an in-depth inquiry, you can arrange at reception to speak to specialist advisors who are able to assist with more complex matters. If your inquiry is more sensitive, we have private interview rooms in all our One for All centres. If you prefer, you can use one of our self-service computers in our One for All e-zones to access a wide range of information and services online. If you need to make a council payment, you can use our automated payment kiosk to pay by cash or card by following the simple instructions on screen. At our One for All centres, we aim to deal with and resolve customer inquiries during their visit. For instance, if you are over 60 years of age, you can come into one of our centres to apply for your concessionary bus pass. We can help you complete your application form and, providing you have the correct supporting evidence, we will produce your pass for you to take away.
I phoned the council yesterday to find out what the procedure was for the bus pass, and I told them I was going to come to Sardis House, and they said, well, we'll take a photo in Sardis House and we'll give you the bus pass at the same time.
Well, I've come up today to renew my aunt blue badge. She's 88 years of age and very infirm. I was here yesterday and the problem with the photograph, they gave me all the right advice. I've come back today with the right photographs, very efficient, very smooth, and made me feel quite comfortable.
I came into the One for All centre this morning to sort out the council tax bill that I had through. There was a slight problem on it, and I was able to also speak to them in Welsh, which was great for me. Roeddwn ni'n gallu siarad Cymraeg efo'r cynorthwyydd wrth y ddesg. Mi nath I sortio bob dim allan, ond wych I mi, felly ffantastig.
The council's website, www.rctcbc.gov.uk, is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and offers a wide range of information and self-service options, and facilitates over 900,000 visitors each year. Through the website you can find out about classes at your local leisure centre, report a pothole, pay your council tax, apply for a job, find school term times, latest news and council events, plus much more. The mobile version of the website allows you to access the same information and services whilst on the move, tailored to suit your mobile phone or tablet device. More and more customers are choosing to use the website to get information or request services at a time that suits them, which can be outside normal office hours. In this instance, Mrs. Jones has discovered that her street lamp is faulty one evening. She's able to visit the website and report her faulty lamp by locating it on a map and submitting her request to the council. These details are passed to the relevant service teams to investigate and deal with and carry out any necessary repair work exactly in the same way as if the customer called us by telephone or visited one of our One for All centres. So there are a number of ways you can access council services that suits your individual requirements and at a time that's convenient to you. Call our dedicated contact centre, pop in or book an appointment at one of our One for All centres, or visit our website, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
As you can see, Rhondda and Taff Kerry Borough Council are very proud of our customer care services that we provide to you. We're continuously trying to improve those through a range of channels, whether that be face-to-face, such as a facility here in Porth, over the telephone, and increasingly over the internet, and indeed whilst you're on the move.
Diolch yn fawr iawn am y gwahoddiad i ddod o'r plan. Thank you very much for having me here today. This is the second time actually BT has been involved in a broadband project in the Rhondda. And the first one was when we were providing the first generation broadband, which at the time seemed to be very much cutting edge. Looking back now, obviously things have moved on incredibly. I think that video shows you how much the council services have moved on in the last 10 years. And I don't think any of us would have envisaged back then what kind of applications and services people would be getting online, and to what extent online services have been all pervasive. Why does BT do all this work on getting people online, you may ask? What's it got to do with us? Well, BT as a company has a very proud tradition in working with communities across the UK. We like to think, as a business, that it's in our DNA. It's what we do. It's the right thing to do. And we have been working with the Citizens Online organisation for a number of years now on this digital inclusion programme, which we call Get IT Together, or in Welsh, ITETRV. We have a project running in Caerphilly, we have one in Gwynedd, and this is our third project, where the emphasis will be much more on young people, which also is very, very important, as we all know. Communities are absolutely essential. I think Wales is a combination of communities. The word Cymru, the Welsh language word for Wales, actually means community. Same word as Cumbria, by the way. So we actually have a long track record in being a community. And our people in BT, we have 3,500 people working for us in Wales, they all live in communities. And I think they are very proud of knowing that we as a company work in the communities where they live, work, and where their children go to school and are educated. We also think that it's important for us to be present, not just as an employer, not just as an investor, but as an organisation that understands the heartbeat of people and customers across Wales. So this activity does help us, I hope, hear that heartbeat and respond to it. As you know, probably we are investing significant sums of money in Wales in our new generation of broadband, which is fibre-based. In fact, Handy Exchange was enabled for the new super-fast broadband services very, very recently. And I hope that is going to make a difference in Handy as in other places. But it's not just the fact that we are doing our commercial investment, because that's, for us as a company across the UK, a lot of money in the recession. It's actually 2.5 billion across the UK. But we have been very pleased recently, indeed delighted, to have been chosen by the Welsh Government as their partner to take superfast broadband to all the communities of Wales, those that are not viable for us as a commercial opportunity, but it is important that they do get the same access as other more vibrant parts of Wales. And there will be additional deployment in RCT in the first year of that joint programme with Welsh Government, which we call Superfast Cymru or Cyflymu Cymru, and there is a website which shows you a lot of information about that activity. As part of our commitment to the Welsh Government in that contract which we have signed recently, we promised that we would take on 100 new apprentices, and we have already recruited just over 50 already, some in North Wales, some in Mid Wales, the bulk down here in South Wales. Last week we announced that we were taking on creating 100 new jobs in Wales, and of those 30 would be apprentices, so that's 130 apprentices in total that BT is contributing to Wales. I'm very, very keen that we get applications from communities such as this one for those apprenticeships. And there is a website which Ryan, who is the community worker here, knows all about. It's www.btforme.co.uk. We'd really like you to spread the word that there are apprentices going. We would particularly like you to try and get women to apply. Right? We really are desperate to get women to apply for engineering jobs in BT. They're really well-paid jobs. They have a career path. We provide on-site training. People can even go up to train to degree standard if they want to as an apprentice. So please, if you know any women who have practical bent, and there are loads out there, please we get them to apply. We also work with the Armed Forces charities, and when we recruit apprentices, some of them will come from the Armed Forces. But you know, just putting the fibre into the ground is not going to be enough. However hard we work to spend what is a total of 425 million over the next 3 years on putting fibre in, what's the point if people don't use it? There are all kinds of things that people who are online get as benefits, which are not obvious maybe initially. You can book your holidays online, and it's probably going to save you money. Insurance you buy online is probably cheaper. If you are busy, you can get your food delivered at home if you book it online. And in fact, I was in Grant recently where the local housing association there was actually organising joint purchasing online of food for single-parent mothers to save them the cost of a taxi to Tesco or whatever, and also to make sure that they can save some time and money by purchasing online. Very practical solution there. You could Skype friends and family. Many of us have relatives not living in Wales anymore. How do we get to talk to them? How do we make sure there is cohesion in our families? Well, we can use Skype and other online tools. And of course, jobs like the ones I just described these days, you need to apply online. And I saw a young man in Newport recently, coming from a very deprived part of Newport. His mother had just got a job after 10 years out of work. She only got that job because he managed to do the application for her online. So there are life-changing activities that go on, and not being online means you don't get those opportunities. Before long as well, there'll be all kinds of consumer choices will save money, such as TV or broadband, which is coming on apace. There'll be choice of providers, again, which gives you the chance to shop around and choose services. And also, just to mention the fact as well, is that hopefully when BT brings broadband to your area, we bring it so that all kinds of service providers can choose to go and buy BT services, and you as customers can choose who your provider is. Obviously, we've got to be careful because once people are online, there are all kinds of things that go on online that we need to be conscious of and careful about. Security for children on Facebook is important. We know some bullying goes on using mobile phones, so let's not be completely complacent that being online is a nirvana. People have to be taught properly how to use it safely. That's again why projects like Get RCT Together are so important. It's not just about getting people online, it's what people do when they're online. How can they be online safely? How can they use being online to make a real difference to their lives? That's what matters in the end of the day. The way we have worked with colleagues in Rombican and TAP has been superb. We're extremely pleased with the partnership with the local authority. Thank you very much, RCT, for your support. Thank you very much as well to the Welsh Government's Communities 2.0 programme, with Catherine Marcus and her people. Again, fantastic support from them, and we wouldn't be here without them being part of this partnership. And also the Nominate Trust, which is a charity and a business as well, which has supported this project. So we've had wonderful joint working. And it's by actually working together that we've been able to create this partnership and bring this resource to bear in this community where we know we're getting young people online, helping young people to get skills, helping young people get work is so, so important. Now, here today we've got other organisations with information, so please spend a bit of time looking at all the stands that are here, come and talk to the people involved with the partnership on the ground. And Spread the word. When you go back to your communities, tell people what you've heard today, explain to them how important it is, direct them to this project now. You know what to do, you know where people can go, and we would really like to see this becoming a huge force for change and improvement in RCT. Thank you very much. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Thank you, Mark, for those words. I think it paints a picture for the future. And I think we in Rhondda Cynon Taf need to embrace that future and support who we can in society to make sure that they can embrace it also and get equal opportunities. So thanks again, Anna. Thanks for BT in particular. I know you've been quite a driving force in Rhondda in particular. The town plans are aligned. Let's hope the rest of RCT will go optic fibre, broadband in the coming months. Thanks again for coming. Can I also thank Ryan and the team that's put it together today. I know they've been working hard behind the scenes. They still have a lot to do, and you all still have a lot to do to bring this project forward and actually get good outcomes for the benefit of the citizens of Rhondda Cynon Taf. So thanks for your time. I know you're all busy people. Please have a look around and enjoy the buffet. Thank you very much.
Hi Ryan, can you tell us about the Get It Together project?
Yes, no problem at all. The Get It Together project, it's a unique project running in RCT at the moment. It's an intergenerational and community development approach to digital inclusion. Basically what the project involves is recruiting volunteers aged 16 to 25. We train them up then, Citizens Online, in partnership with RCT Council, Communities 2.0, Anomit Trust and BT. I provide the learning resources via the Trainer Digital Champions course. They're non-accredited courses, but I do offer OCM preparation for work level 1 as well, just so if somebody got an accredited qualification, volunteers have something to take away with them. Once they've trained up and they feel confident and they've got the abilities to deliver the basic IT skills, what I then do is that we go out to local communities and local community centres, local community venues, OAP hold sheltered housing, day centres, various different locations, and we deliver basic IT skills to the over 50s in the community for free. It's a 5-week learner journey progress, and each week we do something different. First week could be using a keyboard and a mouse, second week is setting up emails and using the internet safely, and then the weeks progress as and when the learners progress.
How do the volunteers, how can they sign up?
Right, basically, the volunteers, there's various different posters being published throughout RCT. We have a Twitter page, which is at Ryan Bevan at RCT. We also have a Facebook page. I also put out, advertise on lots of different media angles. Volunteers can also contact myself. They can contact Wicked TV. They can look onto the local website, go onto our Get RCT Online. There's links to our websites on there as well, all about the volunteering and recruitment process. And basically, I'm out and about meeting youth centres, going to youth clubs, community centres, and face-to-face recruiting volunteers that way.
And why was the project set up?
The project was set up to tackle the issues around digital inclusion. It's also giving people the skills to move them closer to the employability market. I work with NEET, some various other young people as well, and the main reason behind the project is so that the over 50s in the communities have learned their resources and their skills through the younger generations. So it's intergenerational, it's encouraging generations to mix with one another and pass on their skills to each other as well.
Is there a specific need for this project in Rhondda Cynon Taf?
Yes, definitely.
And how did the launch go today?
Yes, the launch went very well. We had a lot of different service providers turn up. We had some key speakers, Bainan, head of BT Wales come, Councillor Middleton come to give a speech. We had over 12 different organisations come. Huge thank you to RCT Council and all the partnerships who support us, and thanks to yourself for coming along and filming and taking photographs.
And what are your hopes for the project for the future?
Hopes for the project is continuing to be a success. The project's hoping to run, well, indefinitely really. I'm in Porth for the next 2.5 years, and my main role is to encourage sustainability of the project so that the volunteers can manage and run the project on their own, so there's no need then for people to be obviously support's going to be there, but they'll take charge and ownership of the project, and they can continue the project run throughout RCT.
Okay, thank you for talking to us at Wicked RCT.
Thank you very
Ryan
much.
Bevan. So, what are your thoughts on the project, and do you think that the project is needed in RCT?
Oh, definitely needed. 72,000 people who live in RCT don't have the skills or ability to use the internet. Majority of those are older people, so yes, you know, we need to provide them with the ability to search the internet or apply for jobs online. So yes, definitely do that.
What has the sort of clientele, what has their feedback been so far? Or their anticipation for the project?
Been really positive. People here today, mostly intermediaries who work in the local community, so it's about giving them the knowledge so they can pass it on then to the people that they work with. But we got plenty of testimonials already, worth having a look at our own website, which we launched today, www.getrconline.org.uk.
And what are the benefits to the volunteers that work on the project?
Benefits to volunteers, again, adds to their CV. Hopefully, you know, they've got the ICT ability, so they'll have some training experience as well. Get them out into the community, delivering sessions to small groups, you know, be perfect for them. Or someone who's looking, you know, to develop their CV. Really.
What is the main goal for the future?
Main goal of the future is to try and get more and more people online. You know, 72,000 people, it's a lot of people who don't know what the internet's about or miss out on the benefits of technology, so it's so important to get these people online.
Well, thank you very much for talking to Get RCT.
Thank you.
We're here with Anne Bailyn, Head of BT in Wales, one of the partners for the Get It Together project. Why do you feel that this project is important to run Clinton?
Because we're going to try our best to help young people in particular to get into work. And we know that if you haven't got computer skills or skills to get online, then these days you're not going to know what jobs there are, and you're not going to be able to apply for them, and then you're not going to have the skills to apply. So for all kinds of really good reasons, but mainly to get people into work, it's absolutely essential.
What are the benefits of older people becoming computer literate through the project?
Well, there's a lot of evidence that elderly people can be quite lonely, and very often their families may have moved away or they may be in a care home. But actually, if you have internet technology such as Skype or even just simple email, or you can send them photographs, they're not so isolated, they're not so lonely. So it's really important for elderly people's comfort and their happiness, to be honest, that they can use online services.
Is a part of the importance of the project that this is quite a rural area, or Wales in general?
Wales has got a big rural hinterland. I always kind of think of the Rhondda as being kind of post-industrial, which is a different set of issues to a rural area, in that, you know, it's not about difficulty of getting into Cardiff, but it's the fact that you may want to stay in this community rather than travel to Cardiff, whereas in rural areas people kind of accept they have to travel. So I think, again, you know, if you are able to work online, very many employers these days would be happy for you to live in the Rhondda, so you're spending your money in the Rhondda, in local shops, but you may be working for a company that could be anywhere in the world. So it's quite important.
And what are your main priorities? What would you like people to get out of the project?
I'd like to see that lots of people are getting into work. I'd like to see that more elderly people are using online services. I'd like to see skills levels increasing, and we are going to measure every month those kinds of statistics. So because we are a business, we're used to measuring everything. We think the project at the community level should also be measured. And we'll also be collecting case studies, because nothing makes people adopt new technology more than seeing people that they recognise and understand and empathise with also using technology. So we're going to have loads of case studies of people of all ages to show to other people why it's a good thing.
Great, thank you for talking to us at Wicked.tv.
Thank you very much.